Once upon a times, there was a family of woodpeckers. There was Papa Woodpecker, Mama Woodpecker, Big Brother Woodpecker, Little Brother Woodpecker, and Little Baby Sister Woodpecker. They were such a quaint little pecker family. So cute and so humble. But problems arose when Big Brother Woodpecker got kind of into drugs, things like that. You see, Big Brother Woodpecker didn't have a great time in school. School was rough for this guy. When he got out of school, he got into drugs. And Big Brother Woodpecker's early to mid-20s sucked because of it. He was kind of trying to prove something and at the same time trying to escape something. And luckily enough, by the time he reached his late 20s, mid to late 20s, Big Brother Woodpecker had become damn near straight and narrow, as it were. About straight and narrow as his little peck and beak. And so, it was almost his initiation into life. Didn't happen until, for most would happen out of high school, but didn't happen for this guy until his mid to late 20s. Now, something about this woodpecker family was a little bit different than most bird families. You see, because they lived such a quaint life, because they were so humble, so cute and honorable, the father had fought in the war, and the mother was a stay-at-home woodpecker. So humble. Because of this, their children had good values, things like that. And Big Brother Woodpecker decided he needed to enlist in the fight. Yeah. He decided he had been initiated into the world, and he took one look around and said, "This world actually sucks." And so he enlisted. Yeah, in the war. They sent this pecker off to war, and he was stationed in the United Kingdom. All right, chapter 2. Once upon a time, there was a mourning dove. And there was whole flocks everywhere all the time of mourning doves, so nobody thought mourning doves were important anymore. But the thing about all these other mourning doves is they weren't actually mourning doves, they were just pigeons. They were pigeons. And they had found the way to make the call of the mourning dove. How does it go? I forgot how it goes. But they had found a way to mimic the mourning dove. But the one true mourning dove, they didn't really care, because the thing about mourning doves is they're mad chill and they don't take things too seriously. They try not to. So it wasn't too big of a deal to her. The problem was, since all the other mourning doves were actually pigeons, they acted up. They acted like complete assholes. They went around fucking crows, fucking turkey vultures. They went around stealing people's property, doing all kinds of awful things, heinous things that God himself just did not want to look at. I mean, it was bad. And this mourning dove just kind of got clustered in with all of that to the point where, I'll save that for later, but she wasn't like that. Okay, you hear me? I know it sounds cliche, but this mourning dove just wasn't a pigeon like that. She was a mourning dove, a dove. Chapter 3. Well, old Peckerwood, Big Brother Peckerwood, got sent off. He landed in Germany. It's where his station was. Big Brother Big Brother Woodpecker, Big Brother Woodpecker got stationed in Germany. He enjoyed his time there. He did a good job. He did a really good job. They all respected him, his brothers, his comrades, because he did a good job. I mean, and he was respectable, he was honorable, he had those values that came from his woodpecker family, that humble, cute little family back home. And as it were, he rose through the ranks, lieutenant, commander Woodpecker. And eventually he reached General Woodpecker. And as it were, when he reached back to the homeland, they put him up into the politics, into the politicians. He became the Secretary of Defense Woodpecker. So every day he put on his shirt, his nice woodpecker shirt, his nice woodpecker tie, and he went to the Commander-in-Chief office to have discussions about politics and war. And as it were, they were scheduled to have a meeting in the UK, of all places. Because, as it were, there was war about. He needed to go settle these types of things, these types of dealings over there. So he took a plane over to the UK, landed in England, London, England, and made his way to his hotel. Slept there for the night. The next day, he went and had his business/war defense dealings. After that was over, he walked back to his hotel. He spent some time in there, and then he decided, hey, it's getting late. I'm hungry. I don't have any food. Places are gonna close soon. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get dinner. So he took a stroll. And as he was walking, he saw a bridge. It was misty. It was foggy. Nobody was really out yet. The places were about to close. He was trying to hurry up and get somewhere to get some food. Some din-din, some supper. And as he walked across this bridge, lo and behold, it was the mourning dove. He said, "Salutations, mourning dove." She said, "Hi, woodpecker." He said, "I'm on my way to get supper. Have you eaten?" And the mourning dove said, "No, I haven't, woodpecker." And so the woodpecker said, "Would you care to join me?" And the mourning dove said, "Yes, woodpecker, I would love that." She put her wing around his wing, and they walked to the groceries. Oh wait, when I talk like her, I'll do a British accent from now on. "Yes, woodpecker, I would enjoy that." And so, on their way to the store, the woodpecker asked, "And what would your name be, fair mourning dove?" Fair mourning dove? And she said, well, my name is Pink Panthers. Yeah, Pink Panthers. Yeah. So cute. And yours? And he said, my name's Bailey, Big Brother Woodpecker, from America. I fought in the war, and I became the Secretary of Defense. And she said, oh, quite valiant of you. And they got to the store, they got their supper, and he said, would you like to join me while I fix this supper? She said, why, yes, I would like that. They went back to his hotel. He cooked up a great supper for the two of them, candlelight with glasses of wine for the two little birdies. It was nice. They fell asleep in each other's arms. There was no advances, no. They were both above that, had good values. You see, she was a mourning dove. She was a mourning dove. She wasn't a pigeon. A pigeon would want to fuck. That's what they like to do, is fuck things. Luckily for us, she was a mourning dove. And so, as it were, the next day was the woodpecker, Big Brother Woodpecker's second dealings with the government. And final. He went up there, and as the meeting came to a close, they said to him, sir, news has come in from the royal palace. You and Pink Panthers are to be the prince and the princess of all of the United Kingdom. And he said, why, I take on that role valiantly, okay. Then, in the corner of his eye, he saw her. The princess had come in. She was wearing her princess dress, Pink Panthers. And they walked them to the throne, through the streets. People praised this valiant couple, this cute couple. They were so cute and humble. And once they were on the throne, then everything in the world seemed to get a little bit better, because people saw just how good the world can be. They said, look at these two, look how cute. Bailey and Pink Panthers. On the throne, Prince and Princess of the United Kingdom. Okay? That's the end of that story. The end, as it were. You see, Pink Panthers is my girlfriend. And if any of you guys out there want to talk to Pink Panthers, don't. Because when I die, me and God will find you and beat your ass. Okay? And Pink Panthers is a good mourning dove type of girl. I know she's not out there hoeing. I just know it with all my being. Even though she's on the Black People rap music videos. I know she's not out there hoeing. It's just a part of me to know some things sometimes, and Pink Panthers is a good one. You know, they just got her up in those videos with all the niggers, and that's okay. That's okay. I know she's not hoeing. I know she's better than that. And one day, me, Bailey, and Pink Panthers are gonna be the prince and the princess of the United Kingdom. It's actually where half of my family is from, that area. I will return, half black now, to reclaim what was once mine, bro. you got a problem with it, take it up with my royal jest and my squires and my knights. Because once I become the prince, not only is there not gonna be no Epstein shit going on in our fucking castle, but also we're gonna bring back knights. All right, full-fledged knights in body armor. We're gonna kick out all the Islams. Yeah, vote for me.